People are actually hating this movie. Yeah, it's weird for me too, but let's see why. So many gigantic plot holes. Oh yeah, as expected. I mean, I'm not going to say otherwise that this movie has a lot of plot holes, but I can say this. In 18th, time travel actually isn't a thing. When this movie is released, nobody actually doesn't know the fact of time travel, and neither do the filmmakers. I mean, yeah, they have a concept in their minds. A boy travels back in time and meets his family as they were young. I don't know if you guys believe it or not, but this movie actually not about time travel. It's about a family. It's about generation drama. Yeah, time travel is only a tool for this story, because the real plot of this story is that if your parents don't want to do something, they definitely do it in the past. But back to the picture, open the gates of time traveling and it's nice. But of course this is one of the first time travel movies, so they don't know how time travel works. So let's look at the part where Marty starts to disappear because he changed the past. First of all, yeah, it's stupid. Sorry Marty, but there is nothing here that makes sense. I mean, what? When time is changed, it's getting time to process to delete what is not happened in the future? Or are really Marty's parents are that stupid to remember a face who totally looks alike to their son? Because they remember him, so they give their son's name after him. Their third son, for the record. Yeah, this movie might have a lot of plot holes, but it's pretty normal for a movie that made a time travel a genre. For the beginning, of course they don't put something clearly, but over time, older movies take this movie's time travel idea and make it better. Why are he and Doc Brown friends? Why is it never explained? Well, probably in 18th sitcom or other media have that stuff. And when we look at the friendship today, maybe it seems like a little off, but I guess it's pretty cool. Maybe in real life it looks bizarre, yeah, but in the movie they had a great vibe, to be honest. Besides the time travel, this film is hogwash. The characters are flat, plain, and predictable. The story is boresome and I fell asleep. I love Doc's science maniac personality, and Marty's doesn't get anything about those tough behaviors. Every character in this movie series is basic, honestly. No characters are complicated, and it's okay when we are talking about a comedy sci-fi movie. I mean, let's look at Beef. Yeah, only characterization about him is being bullied, and you know it's totally okay because he is enough for the movie. He doesn't need any backstory, he's just bad and that's enough. Hey, why do so many super popular sci-fi flicks have unintentional incest? Are you okay? Really, what's wrong with the 18th people? Like, yeah, Star Wars might be okay because when the second movie was scripted, nobody thought Leia is actually Luke's sister. They made this plot in the third movie. It still doesn't change the fact that they made Luke and Leia siblings knowing they kissed in the second movie, but anyway, that's not the point. Also, it isn't a thing that just happened in 18th movies. I remember those things happen in other movies in 2K too. For example, 17 Again. In this movie, Family's father turned out to be 17 again and goes to his daughter's school. I don't need to explain the rest, I guess. So it isn't just the 18th weirdness, I guess. Yeah, sure, it's a perfect movie, but it's also the favorite movie of the girl who eternally broke my heart. I guess your hatred of this movie is something else. Sad to hear that, bro. The movie is more important than someone who breaks your heart. Wait, what am I talking about? The acting and everything was just painful, sorry. Yeah, acting is so off, but I guess it's part of the fun. Marty's acting is so fake. Like when he needs to be shocked, he makes the shock face the fakest way possible. Like every time he was on the screen, he tried to hide something that he already knew. The same goes for Doc too. He's acting like this too, but he is yet still fun to watch. Also, we know Doc's actor actually pretty good at acting, so we can't say those bad acting made on purpose. Because the director and writer of this movie planned to make this movie absurd. Because of that reason, they tried to actual Marty, aka Eric Stoltz, because he wanted to play Marty very seriously, and he says it's better this way, so he got fired. Kinda boring. The second one is a lot better in my opinion. The second one is my favorite too, as like I said, this movie gives us 2/5 science fiction things. This movie is about family bonds, but when the science fiction part of the movie got so much positive feedback, they focused on the time travel stuff in the second one, and it's quite alright. The plot is way better than the first one, and the plot holes, let's say plot holes tried to pretend this time. Anyway, this video is about first movie, so if you guys want me to make another video about the second movie, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Can't believe Doc Brown turned himself to a pickle. By the way, I just realized when making this video that people argue about how Doc and Marty meet and become friends, or I don't know, science partners and all, right? In Rick and Morty, they actually changed that and give them grandpa and grandchild dynamic. If you guys don't know, Rick and Morty was a Back to the Future parody. As you can tell us with even Morty's name. Morty basically sounds like Marty, and their role in the story is pretty the same. I actually like the fact that Back to the Future opened up a lot of good concepts. I mean, if Back to the Future never existed, maybe we never had something good like Rick and Morty. Basically, yeah, with a lot of problems, Back to the Future is an important franchise for sci-fi media. This movie succeeded a lot of things back in the days. If we settle this, let's read one more. They really just copied Marvel Avengers Endgame plot. What?